On October 23rd, the National Conference on Enhancing Opportunities for Persons with Disabilities took place under the Inspired Mongolia project by the Mongolian CBR network. The conference was attended by representatives from the European Union.
Mongolia has been lacking for over the years, giving access to people with disabilities in jobs and other opportunities.
In Mongolia, labor laws are quite inclusive when it comes to people with disabilities. Mongolia's labor law states that any organization or enterprise that has more than 25 employees, 4% of the workforce must consist of persons with disability or persons with dwarfism. Additionally, if an organization fails to follow this regulation, they must pay a fine in an amount equal to the salary of one disabled employee. However, implementation of the law remains lacking in Mongolia.
One of the most crucial issues that people with disabilities face is being a participant in the labor market. And there is misunderstanding that many people make about why people with disabilities should be in the labor. When people make earning, it makes a life assurance of sustaining oneself, and overall livelihood improves. And in Mongolia, there are roughly around 100,000 people with disabilities live in Mongolia, and only 20% of them are in the labor force. And to increase the percentage of these people, we are working towards updating the labor law and to the human rights law so that people with disabilities aren't left behind.
There are over 100,000 people in Mongolia that live with disabilities, and over 90% of these people are over the age of 15, according to the Inspired Mongolia study done in 2017. In their first report, they noted that in Mongolia, there are still negative perceptions surrounding people with disabilities, and that the labor inspections have not been thoroughly conducted to determine whether or not the labor laws are being upheld. Many people who live with disabilities attended the conference because it is important for them to be part of this moment where things might shift to their benefit, thanks to the European Union and Club de Madrid.
Besides me, but overall, one crucial disparity that people with disability face is how we are perceived, partly from organizations that has the capacity to hire people with disabilities.
Today, for this conference,
Mr. Peter Roman, member of the Club de Madrid and former Prime Minister of Romania, came to the conference to discuss the importance of having an inclusive society and how it helps democracies to prosper. Mr. Roman touched on his own experience with the implementing laws that support people with disabilities in Romania 20 years ago. He noted that Mongolia is in the initial stages, and now it's time for Mongolia to find solutions for improving the lives of people with disabilities.
but before
We are here to try to promote a better life for the persons with disabilities. This issue is already very much alive in the Mongolian society. Right now, in this partnership between Mongolia, the government of Mongolia, and the European Union, a lot of good steps were taken. Already in Mongolia, there are a number of law texts which are recognizing the rights of the persons with disabilities. And today we need to do more. In what sense? All these law texts have to be translated into real life, into concrete improvements in the life of those persons.
Anand Tumurtova for MNB World, reporting from Blue Sky Tower.